Hi, my name is Cindy, and I've been thinking a long time about putting together some videos to share my heart and my experiences for those that might benefit. I personally have had some amazing experiences listening to other people sharing their hearts, putting themselves out there, being vulnerable. And not only is it just completely admirable, but it's also so inspiring. And it really says a lot about the world and where we are today and how valuable it is that we all connect to each other. And through technology, we have the ability to do so. So for me, it's very exciting. And I'm just so happy to have this opportunity to share my heart. So, what I really wanted to talk about today, what I feel so inspired to talk about today, is compassion. It's been heavy on my heart thinking about compassion and how it's helped me and how I see the benefits that could possibly help others in the world as well. So when I talk about compassion, I think about having love for others, understanding where others are coming from, having compassion for those that are struggling, that have had a hard time in their lives, or having challenges that they're having a hard time working through. Or sometimes compassion is really, for someone that you don't know, somebody that you just meet on the street, a homeless person on the street that you see that needs money to eat or drink or don't have a place to live, and you have compassion. So compassion shows itself in many ways, but it's something that I feel is innate in every human being, whether we display it or not, whether or not we use the compassion that we have in our hearts. Um, that's a decision that we make all the time. And so we can choose to have compassion more often than not. And what I'm here to say is that I have found for me that it's been extremely beneficial for me to have compassion in my heart to deal with, my daily life. I have three boys and they're a lot of fun, but they're also very challenging, as all children are. And, all of my relationships I have found have benefited by having compassion. So when I talk about compassion, what it means to me is really having empathy, um, feeling love in spite of, you know, maybe how we feel in that moment. So, for example, compassion might be a situation where, somebody has done something to us that has made us feel bad, said something not nice or recognized something about us that they didn't like about us or, whatever the situation may be. And so we feel hurt by another person's actions. And, we can choose to continue to feel hurt. We can choose to be angry about it. We can choose to take offense to it. We can choose to take revenge. There's all different kinds of ways to respond to someone hurting us. And we've all done all those different ways. And, you know, I have found that by getting to a place of acceptance, accepting what the person has done or said in a way that is non judgmental, which is not always easy to get to, but if you can get there and you can accept it, and then part of that acceptance is really being able to have compassion for the person of why they acted the way they did or said what they said. And when you come from that place, it suddenly changes everything. It takes the power away from the offense, if you will. It takes the power away from the person to be able to impact how you feel, which is what really matters, is how you feel and how you take that slight, if you will. If you can turn it around and you can accept it and you can show compassion for the person, it's magical. It just does so much for you in your heart. And it also shows such a great example for the person that you're dealing with as to, how by showing compassion and love, maybe that person will never do that to you again. You know, you stop the struggle, basically. You neutralize the situation. And so that is extremely powerful as an individual. Suddenly, when you think this way on a regular basis, suddenly uh, you find yourself less angry, less frustrated. You find that you are in a better place most of the time. For example, you know, this is what I deal with a lot: is somebody cuts you off on the freeway, or you know, does something on the road when you're driving that is inconsiderate or rude or whatever you would consider. You know, you can take that and you can get angry and you can, you know, say derogatory remarks or whatever, you know, we've all done it. And but it doesn't really go anywhere. You're just mad. How did that help you? Well, sometimes it helps to just get something out. But, you know, I have had experiences where I've held it in my emotional craw all day long, you know, for someone's silly mistake for 30 seconds or whatever, or maybe they're having a bad day. So, you know, turn that around and say, well, gosh, I bet they're having a bad day. And sometimes even you can make up a story in your head to say why that person's having a bad day. With compassion, by the way, not in a way of, you know, ha ha, they had a bad day, they deserved it. But really saying, you know, I bet that person's having a bad day. You know, I wish them love and light. And then all of a sudden you let it go. And it's like, I forgot about that 2 hours later. I'm still smiling. I'm not angry. I'm not cutting other people off on the road because I let that person get to me. So I took my power back. I didn't allow it to ruin my day. And so it's a process. It takes time, it takes practice, and you're never going to be 100% perfect at it, but you do get better at it. And you find that you're happier in your day. So, one great benefit of being compassionate is that you own your feelings, and nobody else can determine how you feel. And for me, especially being a water sign and being emotional, wow, that's been a life changer for me. And then, you know, compassion really, for me, it also validates that we're all one. When we have compassion for others and we feel their pain, it helps us to remember that we're not separate. The separation is only in our minds, but actually we are all one. And we all go through the same experiences in life. We all have the same pains. We all have, you know, the struggles. And we're all, you know, the same inside. Nobody's better, nobody's worse. You know, it doesn't matter about sin or any of that, in my opinion. It's about, you know, who you are in this moment. And the beauty of that is that we can change who we are in every moment. You're not stuck to who you were last week. You were in a bad mood yesterday. You did some things you aren't proud of. You can forgive yourself and give yourself compassion, which is extremely important and liberating. Give yourself compassion and understanding. Yeah, I had a bad day yesterday because these things happened, but today I'm making a different choice. And I forgive myself. I have compassion. Ha! It's liberating. It frees you from the pain. It frees you from feeling bad, you know, or allowing someone else to make you feel bad. So compassion is magical. If you can integrate that into your life on a daily basis, or even on a weekly basis, you know, whatever works for you, I guarantee you that you will feel better. And so I hope that this message helps you. It certainly helps me to be able to share it with you with great love. And I do love everyone. And I do appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. And I do hope that we'll meet again. Have a wonderful day.